This week in the Indian Dots podcast, I'm finally joined by the doctor. And what we discuss is the fact that I've got AirPods. Number two, Bender like Beckham comparisons and how different career trajectories jump in, and white supremacy and how that shit ties in. Anyway, jump into that. A little bit about Johnny Depp and his domestic abuse case. Why the war in Ukraine has literally no attention at all and no one seems to care. And how Gaurav needs to hurry the fuck up, man, and watch a bunch of stuff so we can discuss it on this podcast. He's devoiding me of content ideas, people. Apply pressure. Message him. Drop a comment. Let us know your thoughts. We'll see you there. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Indian Dots podcast. I'm joined by the doctor this week. He managed to spare 1 hour a week. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I wish I could have got that shirt made. You know what? You owe me that t-shirt, Gaurav. You should get it made for me. Thank you.
Which
Stop
t-shirt?
doing that, man. You'll knock the microphone. How many times have we spoken about this?
Got to do first line like this. Indy used to do
That's
first line
nice.
like this.
That's nice.
This. Guys, if you've seen the screen right now, this is a move called first line, which means
And if
props,
people can't see it, I'm just going to tell them you're like doing weird hand movements.
This is what Indy used to do. This is what Indy used to do when I met him when he used to dance.
This is what you used to do as well.
Really good technique.
And so did you as well. What's your point?
My point is we're both retired, okay? We've got better things
exactly
to do now.
that. 100% retired. No return, nothing. It's all done.
I never said never, man. If the opportunity were like if somebody rang me, Frank is from India, said Mondeo, India aajo, live set karni hai, I'm like, yes. Aage si, yes.
No.
Even if we do 1 minute and then we're tired and we have to go bus hogi. That's it.
I'm not doing any of it, man, but good luck to you. All the best, man. All the best. Yeah.
Chalo. What? Sorry, you want a t-shirt that says
doctor couldn't spare an hour a week. That's it. Couldn't spare an hour this week.
So you can wear it on different.
Yeah, I can wear it.
I like it. I
feel like you should 100% sponsor that and send it to me. Thank you.
I will do that. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Anyway, Gaurav, you notice anything different about me?
You don't wear glasses, so it's not that. You're wearing a t-shirt today instead of a sweatshirt, and I'm wearing a sweatshirt. Your beard is exactly the same. You haven't had your eyebrows done.
I got AirPods, you mug.
Turn to side.
Did
you get the pros?
Yeah.
You're copying me. That's
no, it's just their noise cancelling.
You want to be like me?
No,
okay.
they're noise cancelling, mate. That's why.
Oh, and you got a bottle like me. Okay.
I got a new bottle. Yeah.
Bottle, buddy.
Water bottle. I bought it from like a local. What's it called? A local supplements place near me.
You
support local businesses and everything, Hannah.
Yeah. Supplements, yeah.
Yeah, supplements. Yeah, exactly
on the gear, man.
You know what's
on
mad,
the gear.
Right?
Yeah.
I went out shopping trying to find like a water bottle at like a shopping center. No, I couldn't find anything.
Question. Why not just go on Amazon?
Because I kind of wanted to go out and about and see what was there instead of jumping on Amazon.
Right. No, Tika. So you wanted the experience of going out?
Yeah, I wanted to go and like try something out and see how it was. Yeah. So I went into this store and I said to the guy, "Yo, can you
hook me up?
Can you give me your water bottle?" Basically, he said, "Yeah."
Right. Yeah.
And I said, "What's the biggest one you've got?" He said, "I got a 2.5 liter one." I was like, "That's
bloody hell.
That's too big." Yeah, it was like a big jug My Protein one. I was like, no, that's too big. I said, "How about like a 750 1 liter?"
Yeah.
He said, I got a 1 liter one. I was like, "Okay, perfect. I'll take that." And then he was telling me about he told me about his loyalty card and stuff there. And I was like, you know what? I'll pop in whenever I need something to support the local business. You know, why not? Why not do some seva? Yeah. Yeah.
But you didn't take the loyalty card then?
No, I did. I signed up to it.
Oh, you did?
The loyalty card's on the system. So I was like, okay, cool.
Fair play. Okay.
So that was nice. But yeah, man, I jumped on the AirPods crew because my Beats finally died. They died.
It's very. Oh, sorry, I'll come back to it in a second. But it's very blue, isn't it? Your bottle.
Yes, it is.
It's like Goku.
Yes.
But not Dragon Ball Z. The one after GT, isn't it? GT when he goes like blue or something.
No, Dragon Ball Super.
Fine, like beyond me, but that kind of blue, it's very striking, isn't it?
Nice blue, man, for everyone on camera looking.
Just look at that. Blue. Look,
there we go. Look at that.
Oh, what does it say?
Applied nutrition.
And you got that like generic thing that used to be on school biology textbooks, like genetics or like NASA
with like atoms and shit.
Yeah. Just okay, very good. What was the second thing you said? I was going to come back to. I just said
my AirPods died. Sorry, my AirPods. I bought some AirPods because my Beats died. They finally died.
Right. So when you say died, the connection point's gone off, or
As
what do you mean
in,
by
so
that?
I had them at work, and
Right.
they kept connecting and disconnecting all day, which is weird. And I was like, maybe the battery's low.
Right.
So I went up to lunch with everyone, came downstairs, and they wouldn't turn on. And I was like, oh shit, is the battery gone? So I
This
asked
was on
someone to borrow
charge.
their charge. Yeah, I asked them, can I borrow your charger? They said, yeah. Plugged it into the charging system,
Mm.
and nothing was happening. It sort of came on, and then I tried to connect it up as a new device and do it, and it just kept on connecting, disconnecting. And the second I take it off charge, it would stop working. So I was like, damn, fuck, this is kind of shit. And
But
everyone at work is like saying, get AirPods because it's just like silence, AirPods Pro, silence. You can't hear anything. And I was like, yeah, fine. I looked at the
oh
price and I
yeah,
was like, this is a bit
Karan's
manga.
been saying it, but I don't listen to him. Yeah.
I was like, it's a bit manga. So I was like,
Right.
let me have a think on it.
Let me
So
get it as a gift for a birthday. That's what
I
you do, man.
wish birthday's
That's
gone
what
in
you
it.
do, bro.
So
That's what you do.
so I sat there and I thought, what can I do in this situation? So
Contemplated.
went home, checked out if my Beats were like under warranty, and I wasn't sure.
Right.
So went to Apple.
Good call. Good call.
Went to Apple. I said, can you do anything? And they said, it looks on the system because Sandra bought it for me on Black Friday a couple of years ago. It's still under warranty, but it's under
Nice.
warranty through John Lewis, not through Apple. So
Apple
Apple give 1
themselves.
year, John Lewis to give 2. Mine was in the
Right.
second year, so therefore it had to go to John Lewis to be sent off to be repaired.
Right.
And I was like, okay. And I went to the guy and I said, can you do it here? He said, no. If you do it here, you got basically just buy a new pair. I was like, fuck that. So went to John Lewis, spoke to the lady, and she had to send it off. Said it'll be back in about a month and a half. I was like, all right, I don't really want to be headphoneless for about a month and a half. Let me just go and get some AirPods. So
Just to be clear, are they coming back then?
they might be.
Might be
either
because-
either they come back fixed or
Mhm.
they come back and give me like a brand new pair. So yeah.
Wait, it's a win-win. You can have 2 sets of headphones.
Yeah. And so I asked Sanj because she's got a friend who works at Apple who gets discount. So I used her discount to buy it. And I went to pick them up and she got like engraved on it my initials. And she
On
put
your
that
AirPods.
Yeah. So she said that there.
Okay, for the viewers, let me see. Hold it back up.
I said there, man, it's there.
Inderjeet.
Inderveer.
No, I'm just messing with you. Jagga Singh Khaira. Jagjit.
Thank you.
Oh, you know what I just did there? I realized what I just did there. I put
What?
these 2 names together. That's why.
Yeah, I know you did. Trying to be
Yeah,
funny,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
And it wasn't funny.
Funny.
Think, yeah?
Wasn't funny, was it?
It wasn't funny. Man.
Inderveer Jagjit, aka Jagga, the Jagga, Jag.
Thank you.
Singh Khaira.
Yeah, that's me, man.
I don't
So
think I've ever seen it all 4 together. That's
there
pretty
you
cool,
go.
man. I'm gonna have to
So
step it up.
she then said she was going to troll me in it, yeah? And she was going to change my initials on it to something else.
Hmm.
And she was going to put like some other shit on it. And I was
Dio.
like,
Dio.
yeah,
Dio.
maybe. She might put a surname. So I'm glad she didn't. And she said, if it was my present being given to you, I would have engraved something like harsh on it, but I didn't. I was like, thank you. Thank you for not doing that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You appreciate that.
That's like a super level of petty, isn't it? It's like another level.
It's Mr. and Mrs. Smith, isn't it? It's husband and wife games, isn't it? It's like
It's not Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's like obliterating a whole flipping yard.
gotta...
Right.
That's how it
I'm not
starts.
gonna start obliterating the flat.
What did we learn, man? Coercive control. It starts with little things, man.
Starts with the
You
little
don't-
things.
You don't
yeah.
think it's anything, and then it's they obliterate the yard.
There we go.
Then it becomes don't breathe,
Don't do anything.
don't
Don't speak.
move.
Don't do nada. Thank you. Leave me alone, boss.
Nada. Yes.
There we go, man.
My theory on your headphones is could it be potentially, possibly, perhaps related to your anger? Could you?
You think I broke my headphones?
I think you intentionally bashed them. Yeah.
You know what's mad, going right? I've used those headphones for like the last 2 years nonstop, basically, like every day.
Every day.
I got a full wear out of it. So when they like broke down, I was a bit upset, but I was like, Jal, you know what? I've used them to the maximum. It's not like I just neglected it.
Bang for buck.
Yeah. So now if it comes back, cool. But I didn't smash it or anything, no, because it was working prior to me going to lunch. I had them on my neck at lunch. I was eating, and then I came downstairs and I tried to turn it
that's
back on.
it. You put the kana in there. That's it.
You
man.
think it was water damage? You think I'm that clumsy as a kid?
And then you're like, this is the end.
You wish it was the end, man.
Alvida na kehna.
Oh,
They're like
Jesus,
cry,
man, you're taking
they're
it
like
too far
crying,
now. I
looking
don't
at
know
your
what any of this
headphones.
is.
You're like,
I didn't sit there and
nahi,
do like a whole Bollywood rendition and start slapping myself on the head. I didn't do any of that.
why?
No.
Why? You?
What's annoying though is like the inconvenience factor. Me like, oh, I ain't got headphones. Shit. Now what do I do?
Right. Productivity tip from Dr. Jazz today.
Here we go.
I always carry a wired pair with me. That's always my backup pair.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because this has happened to me as well. Sometimes it's just a charge. Like the charge goes, right? Like that's just a normal
I'll just take
thing.
a charger then.
Yeah. No, but if you got an Apple, you got this thing, like you got to find a charger or whatever. That's go straight to wired. That's not convenient to put this on charge and wait for it, blah, blah, blah. But the one time I would call out where just, this, whatever I had before, I think it was, what were the ones, Power Beats, the ones with the wire and the,
those are the ones that I had, the first ever Beats. Yeah.
Oh, they were the first ever Beats, right? So
the big ones, yeah.
The big ones. So they went. And so I was like, wired pair, always keep it as a backup.
I've still got those at home and they still work. My mum was using it.
I've got Bose ones as well, like this, which I got, I think 2 years ago. When I Shindy uses them, but since I've gone to these, best headphones I've ever had.
I had the Bose ones as well, but they were plug-in ones. And then obviously every phone, not even iPhone, every phone just took away the headphone jack. And I didn't like that little umbilical cord at the end. So I was like, forget it, man. It got annoying. Yeah, difficult times. But yeah, man, that was my change. And now AirPods, I'm a big fan. Everything's
seamless,
silent,
man.
quiet.
Like I'm looking at your face now, and I can barely see it.
There you go. Everything's quiet, silent. Like I could barely hear anything anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference to me.
Transparent mode all the way, man. I find the quiet mode, the cancellation mode, really weird.
I love it.
I only like transparent.
I love it. I'm in the gym the other day. I was so happy that I couldn't hear anyone. I couldn't hear the shitty music. I couldn't hear the bunda grunting in the corner. It was great. Absolutely great.
You don't like people, man.
No, I like being focused on something in silence. When I'm working on something, I need
don't
silence.
Breathe.
Otherwise, I start muttering to myself, right, in order to like give myself something to hear when I'm speaking to override everything else around me. Basically, I've noticed
so you create your own white noise.
Yeah, I can't do well with like two noises at once. And if it's a noise that I don't want to hear, then I don't like it. But if I'm like going through work, I'll talk to myself about the piece of work I'm about to do to like go through it. This is how it gets. Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
When you're saying that, I'm thinking about like, what's the phrase she's there? If it's a noise I don't like to hear, AK. When my wife speaks, it's a noise I don't like to hear.
No, it's nothing like that.
I create my own white noise.
It's 100% at work, isn't it? Just at work when people are talking too much and moving around or being loud in like an open space. I'm like, I need quiet, man.
So to you, is that like you're in a quiet room and there's like the drip, like in a bathroom?
I don't mind that. If it's a drip noise,
it's not that. I'm not talking about that, but it's the fact that you get like not triggered. Triggered is the wrong word. Like it just irritates you.
No, I can't handle noises that are too loud that I don't like. So say if someone's got the TV on and they're talking to me at the same time.
You did Bhangra.
I say, what do you mean? Yeah, and that's fine. But no one's talking over
because you like mixes.
Because
you like mixes. That's why, mate.
Anyway, going back to the point, I can't handle two things at once. If you turn the TV on, right, and if you speak to me at the same time, I can't hack it. I feel like I genuinely just want to scream and say, "Everybody stop, turn it off." Like I can't do two things at once.
You're a nutcase,
because I can hear what you're saying, but then I can also hear what the TV's saying,
and you're trying to follow it.
And I can't follow both at once. It's really hard for me. I try and follow both, and I can't stop myself from doing it. Yeah.
Look, it's good in one sense. Like focusing on one thing is definitely. I talk about this all the time. Unitasking beats multitasking every day of the week, man. Every day of the week. It's not a healthy skill to multitask.
Yeah, try and tell that.
We're not going to get into batching
in the world that says must be able to multitask.
Yeah, bullshit, man.
Yeah,
this is this thing that people like to talk about because they think it sounds right.
It's not efficient.
No, it's not. It's not productive. It's not efficient. It's not good for your stress management. Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. Okay, focus on one thing until
just
completion.
like in that book, The Hare and the Tortoise. Yeah.
The fable. Okay, you can
the
take
fable.
it if you want.
Yeah, the fable that we all knew as a kid.
Slow
and steady wins the race.
It does.
Yeah.
You know that.
So does being quick as well.
Being quick can lead to burnout. This is a problem. Or the thing is, you can win. The problem is sometimes if you win too quickly. So, for example, I give you the Lamborghini tomorrow, well, whatever you want, but whatever the thing is that you want, right? You're like, oh, I've got it now. Whereas when you play gratification, you get something because you think it, that the value of it, the gratification, the feeling of feeling earned will last a lot longer.
I see where you're going with this. Yeah.
That's
you built
the
up and
bigger
worked
point.
towards it. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's the bigger point. Yeah. Otherwise, nothing has value, man.
I feel like you should write a fable about that and see how it does.
There once was a boy called Indy.
Don't write it about me.
Oh,
Thank
you're going to be a key character.
Why would I be a key character? What's the need?
Because I know you intimately now.
Intimately. Good Lord,
Yeah.
Goran. That sounds so dodgy. Don't ever say those words again, man.
Listen,
I know you intimately.
I've drilled your lower back. Okay.
Yeah, relax, man. Jesus, someone's gonna clip this and oh god, you're disgusting, man. Honestly,
Listen,
have some sharm.
Massage, okay? Then massage the man. Intimate.
That sounds dodgy as well, but okay, Goran.
It doesn't. Listen, you
continue, man. Continue.
Multiple.
You know what? Knock yourself out. I'm gonna have a sip of Bonnie.
Multiple spinal injuries, which are not proven on any scan, but you have them, and I tended to it with your gun, which was a very good gun, man.
It was, and my dad took it to India, and I haven't seen it since. So
wait,
there you go.
Your dad's opening a clinic now in the pin, right? I can just sit now on top of the roof, you know, Kera's clinic, right?
That's it, done.
And people come with like, oh, I'm gonna ball the and then so what your dad says, right? Pehla, ab pegala, and then he gets the gun up. That's it. Okay, all right, then.
Everything's done. Go on, off you go.
That's it, man. Is dad back?
No.
Wait. Is mom back?
Yeah. Mum's back.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
Mum's back.
She went on the rescue.
She came back empty-handed.
Right. Is he indicating like what's the?
He said he's back in May, and then Bao said to me, "Have you noticed that's probably like round about 180 days from when he left?" And I was like, "Why is that important?" He said, "Because you can only spend 180 days in another country at a maximum before you got to go back to your first country."
Is it really?
And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that." So he said,
"But your dad knows that."
Of course he knows that. Yeah, he's maxed it out. I was
like, is there like a cool off period before you can go back?
I don't know. I honestly don't know how it works.
Your dad will know, man. Imagine that.
Well,
he touches down. He's like, "Chalo bhai, okay."
I know he's going abroad again afterwards.
Oh, but lads all day.
No, he's going to America for a wedding. So I don't know how long he's going to be over there for either. So
180 days.
Nah, they're not going to allow him to stay there. The reason why Dad could do 180 in India is because he's got that lifetime visa on it. So,
stamp lag gaya hoya.
See what I mean? He's got that major stamp.
OCI card.
Exactly.
You know them things, isn't it?
I wish I knew those things.
I know those things.
I'm glad I don't know those things because I don't.
You will know. Tu bhi aunga. You will like me. Paji visa lwa do.
Many jana.
Have you got much family left in India?
I got my boy there. I've got Dad's land, obviously. And
I love it. That's a family member now.
That pretty much is, man. He spends more time with that than he does with us.
There
you go, right? Dad's Jameen, and that's it. I don't have any other family there. No.
And the Pua is like a real Pua.
Yeah, she's my dad's actual sister.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I don't know her that well, but yeah.
And what have you got in the States?
My chacha's over there.
Again, real chacha.
Real chacha, yeah. And my mum's got some family over there as well.
Okay.
And she's going over for a wedding because of that. But yeah.
Nice.
And we got family in Cincinnati as well. So yeah.
Ohio.
So yeah, man. How was Scotland?
Scotland was so good, man.
Did you drive?
Shindy drove, my dad drove. They're the designated drivers, as it were. Shindy was really excited because her van went, she loved the van. So this is a chance to get back to that kind of driving. But we were all
you hide out minibus?
Yeah. We've got this like kitted out Vito Mercedes. It was like, we're doing it. Let's do a road trip. Let's all be together. We had the snacks in the car the day before we made the snacks. We had this mad Tesco shop. The big Tesco, M5 Junction 1. Apparently it's the biggest Tesco in Europe, which is nice to know. But
that's such a weird fact, but okay.
It is. Someone told me once. I was like, okay, I believe it.
Just like how Birmingham's got the biggest Primark as well in Europe. But
it doesn't surprise me. It does not surprise me. So we did this crazy shop. which is really cool. Then we made all these like snack packs, basically nuts and chocolates and other types of things for the ride. And then really good weather. Didn't have a spot of rain, which was good. Sunny, but a little bit, still a bit nippy. Winds obviously in Scotland. Has some really cool things planned for Naniji. We go ahead, the concierge find us a bagpiper for the reception. So on arrival, this guy like made this announcement. It's like Scotland welcomes, and like
Oh dear Lord!
And then he's like doo, 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 like proper Braveheart style, and it was really good, man. They upgraded her room. They gave like the biggest suite in the hotel. It's just really good, man. Really good food, really good weather.
Where did you go in Scotland?
Some point, Edinburgh.
Okay, how long for?
Yes, 4 nights. Yeah. So a good amount of time, good excursions, all those like castles, all the Queen's official residence when she's there.
Of course you did, you royalist.
Yes, mate. Yes.
बहुत पसंद आता है ना?
मैं तो KBE लेना. It was really interesting. So when we're in this Hollywood Palace, that's the name of the residence. There's a cabinet which shows all the different honors that somebody can be bestowed with, sort of in the civil side. And so my dad has a BEM, which is a British Empire Medal, which is essentially an MBE. It's interesting. It's an anagram of MBE, so same level. So my dad was there. Was like,
I got that.
Yeah, he's proper like
he should have like brought his medal with him and just stood in front of it and just been like, anyone want a picture? Right? Exactly. Anyone want a picture? Just point at it. Anyone want a picture? Yeah. Live in the flesh.
That's it. Yeah, it was really good, man. I really like Scottish people, man. They're just really super chill. They're not scared of beards and daringa. They're just friendly and yeah. I tell you what, for me it was like I had no laptop for a week.
Wow.
Yeah,
oh my God, how did that go? Jesus, this guy's addicted to doing multitasking, stacking, all that stuff. Yeah.
What did you call it? Yeah, you call it stacking, didn't you?
That's stacking. There you go, man. I'm gonna make a picture on the stacking. All that stuff.
I was fine. I really didn't miss it. I had like a 15-minute period where I borrowed Kenny's laptop to respond to an email. But apart from that, like my phone was there. I didn't really need it. I had no emails coming in. It was fine. It felt really good. I actually felt when I was there. We got there on the first day, and then we went for like a little recce into the town. When we saw like a magic show or whatever, I just felt like, I actually feel like I'm on holiday now. I haven't felt like that in a long time. Like when you're lost in a place and you really don't have a sense of anything, but you're excited to, find stuff, whatever. I was like, oh man, I need to get on a plane, man. That's when it hit me. I haven't really felt like that for 2 years, like the need to like get away. But when I did that holiday, I was like, yes, I am ready. I'm ready to go explore. Like I used to do, like
sit on a plane, wear a mask. Yeah.
No, not the mask bit. I like the run up.
The build up to going on holiday.
No, there's the build up, but I mean the actual day of traveling. It's like we'd like to get to the.
No, I feel like that's just anxiety in a day. Like, am I gonna get stuck? Am I gonna miss like?
No, but
am I gonna miss the flight?
No. But I'm really particular. Like, when they say 3 hours, I'm there like super early. I like to be leisurely checked in, like to have like a nice lunch before I get on the plane. And I just have like a routine, right? And then we'll land. And then the first day, I want to get like a walking tour in so I know where everything is and just
make a whole day of it.
Yeah, man.
It's cute.
So Scotland was good. The drives are good. The views were good. People were good. It's good to be with family. The suite had this really nice touch. The decor was amazing. It was like proper Gatsby-esque decor. They had a gramophone.
There you go. Of course you loved it.
Of course you loved it.
Of course you loved it. Oh, Gatsby. Queen. Royalist.
And you ask why I don't come to the podcast. Right. So it's abuse, guys. Abuse. They had a gramophone and these LPs. And it was just surreal, man. Like, I know about LPs, and really have seen. My dad was like, "Oh yeah, I've got it home," but we just didn't put our music on the speaker. We're going to use the LP, and it was just so nice, like putting it on there, and it just the scratching sound for it starts. And
yeah, I went to HMV the other day as a side note. When you can go in there, you can get old school things like that connects up to a Bluetooth player, so it looks like it's playing through.
No, that's it. It was that.
No, yeah. I'm like, why are you doing this? Why? You're just trying to capture sales for no reason. That's hybrid. It's not even a hybrid. It doesn't do the original thing it's meant to do. It's just there for show.
What do you mean? No, this one, the disc was spinning. It proper LPM, man. They're playing it.
Oh, okay.
But it had
The ones that
additional
we saw
functionality if you want.
didn't
just
have that.
connection.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Unless you can play an LP, then yeah.
There we go. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah. Happy, man. Scotland was beautiful.
Well, there we go, man. There we go. So obviously I'll bring a couple of topics to this limited 1 hour that we have this week. Thank you, Karan. Yeah. Guys, if you want us to do more than one podcast, please drop it in the comments and let me know, because
if you want to what, sorry?
I could try and push it on Karan and see
that?
if it'll happen. If you want us to do more than one podcast a week, just let us know. I can make it happen. If there's an appetite for it, I'm sure Doctor could spare 1 more hour a week. Let's see.
I'm sure I can get my avatar version to turn up. That's fine. That's some pre-recorded.
Avatar version. Who's that? Who's Indy?
It's just me, isn't it? But it's just a cartoon version, and I'll pre-record some stuff, and you can just play this.
Pre-record some stuff and answers. Yeah,
play some clips, and I'll be like,
right.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting.
Yeah. No. It's this line. That's what you say all the time. Whenever someone speaks as a guest, this is you the whole episode.
Go on.
That's it. Again and again, consistently. And I only know this because I edit it.
Listen to it.
So I have to listen to it, and I'm like, what's that sound? And I'm like, oh shit, it's going agreeing with them, right? Oh yeah, exactly. there's that, and then there's the
verbal cues.
That's what you do as well.
Yes. See. When you said again, these are intimate details, man. You only know this because you spend a lot of time with me now.
I feel like I listened to notice it too, guys. If you clock that, drop it in the comments and let me know if you agree with it, yes or no. Yeah, because I'm sure there's little things that me and him do that everyone's picked up on 100%.
Yeah, you've got your.
Of course I do. I write it out now. Once an episode, I expect it. It's like, did you ever watch that
I think when it happens to you, you don't know it's gonna happen. That's what's brilliant.
No, of course I don't. That's why
I love it. It's like, oh shit, I didn't know it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
No,
it's like
zero warning.
There was a TV show. I don't know if it's still going. John Oliver, he used to do a TV show called Late Night with John Oliver, I think it is, or whatever. Actually, let me get the name of the TV show. John Oliver TV show. There you go. Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. Sorry, I got that completely wrong. Anyway, on his show, if you watch it closely, there's one part every episode where he double takes and says a word wrong or a line wrong, and then he has to say it again. It happens every episode without fail. And I just feel like it's built within him to just have that one slip up and then he's fine. And it's really subtle. Like he'll say the word twice, or he'll stop, double take, and then go over it again. But people may not pick up on it.
You pick up on it. Indeed.
Yeah, I pick up on it because
Indy picks up on everything.
I do pick up on everything. Anyway, going back to the topic, Karan, remember Bend It Like Beckham?
I love Bend It Like Beckham, man.
There we go. So you remember Bend It Like Beckham, yeah?
I remember Like Beckham.
So on
I
Twitter
really like David. No, Jess. I really like David. Go on Twitter.
Yeah, there you go. That was the first exposure I think I probably had to someone being gay on like a.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it the first time.
I got it.
I'd make that joke.
Oh, he likes boys. That's it.
Yeah, I kept making that joke, and then I was like, "Oh, is that what it meant?" When I finally got it, I was like, "Oh, okay." Brenda Chadda, man, she's ahead of the time.
And he was also trying to, and he was like, "Yeah, I will happily marry you as well."
Oh, Jess.
I'm like, bro, you just told her.
Listen. That film, man.
You like guys. And now you're saying, yeah, I'll still marry you though, innit, to get what you want. And I'm like, this banda is like insanely over the top, desi, typical, not even typical. He's like the reverse. So he's like the typical obedient white people used to think. He'd be the obedient husband, and he'd be unhappy, and he wouldn't be attracted to his wife. Like so many complexes there just to help his friend.
Do you remember the guy who was also the doctor in EastEnders? That horny guy.
No.
He's like he's in the bathroom scene, and then he tries to get the camera off the cameraman.
Him with the
and he picks up the auntie. He picks up the auntie.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the film was just
that was great, man. Hang on, he was in EastEnders. Mad, I didn't know that.
He was the doctor. He was that doctor who kept trying to kill Nina Vadia.
Wow, I stopped watching it, but fair play. Interesting.
Yeah. So that was good.
Anyway, back to the point. So the reason why I bring this up is because someone put it on Twitter saying the fact that Keira Knightley has made it and the girl who plays Jess hasn't, is like an example of white supremacy. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Stretch.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This
Stretch.
is a big stretch. Big stretch. To throw the word white supremacy around is quite a big statement. Yeah, I got the exact quote here. Yeah.
And who's the author? Who said that?
The person who said it, I don't know who it is Mandor Neha.
Okay, it's an Indian person though.
Yeah. Says, as much as I celebrate Bend It Like Beckham, I still remember what my dad said as we walked out the cinema. He said that Jules, she will be famous, Jess will not. Keira Knightley's film was launched by a queer-coded Desi film. That's white supremacy in action.
I didn't realize it was Keira Knightley's first show. Or first.
You know what? So obviously, I've done my little research.
Obviously, because you're like Samuel Jackson ain't a great actor. I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, but tell me, was I wrong with that statement?
Listen, just stop.
No one DM'd me saying I was wrong either, so that says it all, mate.
No one DM'd you full stop. All right, shut up.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate your honesty. Anyway, that was one of Keira Knightley's first ever films, you know.
Did not know that.
So prior to that, she'd done all these random films. She made a little appearance in Star Wars Episode 1. Side note, apparently in the film credits, they misspelled Kiera. They spelled it Kiera.
In Ben Beckham.
That's how little she was known.
In Ben Beckham.
In the post credits. No, in Star Wars. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So after that, she did like a few films. Then she had Bend It Like Beckham. Then after that, she got Pirates of the Caribbean the year after. Love Actually.
The first one.
Yeah. Love Actually, King Arthur, Pride and Prejudice, Pirates of the Caribbean. And then the list obviously carries on, and she obviously sprung up into fame a little bit. She kind of just disappeared after that, to be honest. Did the Imitation Game.
Very good film. Have you seen that?
Very good film. I have, yeah. I was really
very moved.
Really, what's the word? Impressed, to say the least. Yeah. That was a film I didn't expect to go in that direction when I watched it. But she's done decent films. Yeah.
Yeah, she does a lot of the other things, period dramas, when she plays like kind of.
She does do some dramas, yeah. So
Jane Austen, Jane Eyre, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And
Pride and Prejudice.
She's probably doesn't need to have a massive film ever again because she's done so many mainstream ones. I mean, she was in so many Pirates of the Caribbean, I've forgotten how many there were or are now. Yeah.
Like Johnny Depp, man. I don't know what's happening with him, but keep seeing clips.
Yeah, that's mad as well. Like the whole Amber Heard stuff. Have you seen the clips and stuff that have gone around?
I see them, and do you know what puts me off? Someone like really long, like an hour, and I'm not watching an hour clip.
No.
I need like the short sound
like people that snip things down to a point.
Yes, and that person is Indy. Indy will send me things and say, "Please watch this."
I will do that.
I love it when you do that. You make my day. It's just like homework done, man.
Right?
Absolutely, man. I was like, okay, done it, daddy. Done. Yeah.
Anyway, so those clips are wild because people were just cutting up, showing how bad his ex Mrs. Amber's lawyer is, basically.
Okay, how bad the lawyer is. Okay.
Yeah, saying how like stupid his line of questioning is and the stupid stuff that he's asking Johnny Depp. And all these things. It's just embarrassing, isn't it? And it's kind of showing that Amber was very bad as well for all the stuff that people have accused Johnny Depp of doing. I don't know exactly what both of them have done, but I know as soon as it happened, it was Johnny Depp is fully cancelled from everything. He's done. There's no more for him. He's ripped from everything. Pirates of the Caribbean banned. Everything banned. Right? He's done. And she had none of this flack.
He's broke as well.
Yeah, she had none of this flack come her way, and it's shown that she punched him, slapped him, etc. All that stuff. Like she was physically abusive, and she hasn't been stripped from anything. People have stood by her, and I didn't like that. People are like, oh, it's toxic femininity, and I was like, I didn't know that was a thing, but cool.
That's the term.
That's what people were calling it. I don't know exactly what that is, but hey, what do you know? So yeah, just I think people were getting upset with the double standards, and you're kind of seeing someone's own domestic abuse case play out in 4K, publicized on TV with cameras, with live reactions. Yeah, it gets a bit much. And she sued him, and he sued her. Yeah, it gets quite convoluted and complicated. Notice how everyone's paying attention to that, and no one gives a shit about the war in Ukraine. It's disappeared. It barely trends in the top 10 news anymore. Like no one's bothered.
It's crazy.
No, it's not crazy. I called this. You did. I said, give it a month. No one will care. Right? As bad as it sounds, no one will care because you just get fatigued by it. No one wants to hear it.
Yeah. Well, COVID, people didn't get fatigue from COVID, did they?
Yeah, they did.
No,
Actually,
fine,
no.
fine.
People got fatigue from COVID
did.
later because it directly impacted them. That's why.
Yeah, good point. And then and the coverage was just, I haven't watched the news in a while now, but is the news still continuous coverage of Ukraine? Was that gone now?
I don't know, man. I don't watch the news either. I barely look at the news anymore. Yeah, it seems quite news heavy. Whenever you go onto like a news website, the front article is always going to be about the war or something, right? And now they're talking about detention camps and all this stuff. So yeah, there's still a lot happening, and I thought that's pretty difficult and quite fucked up to be in. And thing is, though, you see it and you're like, do you want to read it, or do you want to read something light? You see what I mean? With your like 5 minutes in the day that you're scrolling through, do you want to click on that, or do you want to click on something else? As horrible as it sounds, that's really how you feel sometimes.
Don't go down on your day, or can I change this?
You don't want to ruin your day. You don't want to make it any worse than it is. You know the war's happening. Not much has happened in terms of anything, progressing peacefully or escalating further. It's just like moving at a bit of a snail's pace now. And now it's like a war of attrition, I guess.
I guess it's the same when we invaded Iraq or Iraq, sorry. There is Afghanistan, like there was what happened, everyone was watching it, and then it's like 5 years later, still there.
See what I mean? Yeah, the 5 years later thing is what.
Yeah, and then it becomes like an accepted thing. It's like, okay, and then the big thing is when they leave.
Yeah. And when that happened, obviously all you had was the 6 o'clock news, 7 o'clock news, the 10 o'clock news, and then the newspapers. That's it. Now, because everything's on such a constant churn all the time and everyone's looking for clicks, you're going to look for other news stories beyond the main headline, which is good in a way, because smaller news stories that need to be spoken about do get spoken about. But everything is so wide-reaching now. Your landscape is too vast to kind of pick from. Compared to in the past, where it was just like they pick what they tell you and you just see it.
That's it, and that's all you see. Yeah, you see what they show you. Yeah.
So yeah, going back to the point of the beginning bit,
Jess.
Keira Knightley and Jess. I don't think it's white supremacy, to be honest. I think it's that's a ridiculously over the top statement.
She was in ER.
Okay, so you tell me what you know her from.
Jess.
Yeah.
ER.
Yeah. ER, Pirates of the Caribbean, not the same thing.
No, but ER, I mean, she's with George Clooney, and there was some big.
She was in it for years, on ER,
yeah.
absolutely years.
So I mean, to be honest, you probably make more income being on something recurring than just like a one-off film. Like now that's what all actors want to do. They like the series-based things. 2.5 Men is a great example. Charlie, what's his name? Charlie Sheen. That is Sheen, yeah. That is prime, $1 million an episode.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, it's just silly money, isn't it? Recurring rather than just one-off film. Apart from that, I don't really know where else she's been in. Don't know.
Yeah.
You've got the big filmography?
Well, she's been in. She was in Goodness Gracious Me for a little bit, only a couple episodes.
Okay.
She was in Holby City for a little stint.
Okay. So
she was in Tron Uprising, but only as a voice, not as an actor. What else was she in? NCIS Los Angeles, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She was in it for a full season.
Okay.
13 Reasons Why as a supporting cast counselor. She was in Blackish for one episode. Yeah, you can see that her career really hasn't taken off compared. Now, filmography, if you look at her films, she's not been in anything great in terms of films at all. I'm looking at them and none of these stand out to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's quite sad. So I can see why she took the TV route. And everyone says that Hollywood's like, really prominent towards people that are white. Yeah, I understand that. But to call it white supremacy is a bit much, man.
Interesting choice or term, isn't it?
Choice of words. Yeah.
Like unfair advantage, kind of racism, unequal opportunity. That's kind of, I think, what she kind of means. Yeah, but white supremacy is a bit like, I don't know. For me, it's got a different connotation. So I understand the point, the sentiment, what she's trying to say.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the right term. But then the real question to that is, so then what explains why one is Protestant and why one isn't? Is it just one's about an actor, better opportunities?
I think it's simply down to the fact that Keira Knightley is just more attractive, man. That's a pretty big part of it. She is more attractive by a long shot to the masses. And
she's very skinny though.
She is, but back in the early 2000s, that was the look, wasn't it? You have Victoria Beckham who looked the same way. So that was a big thing that people used to base it on. Now it's all about like, let me see how much plastic you can put in your body and then come back to me. Yeah. But back then it was like skinniness was the mark of attractiveness. So Keira Knightley made a mark in that way and she got in at the right time. Did you know when she did Love Actually, she was only like 17, 18? She was ridiculously young.
Wait, so how old is she? Bella Beckham?
Hang on. So let's do some quick maths, yeah? Goran, you ready for this?
Dun, dun, dun.
Keira Knightley age. All right, she's 37. Born on.
When is she 37? Now.
She's 37 now, as of last month. Last month, she's 37.
She's only a little bit older than us.
Yeah, she's 37. No. So take it back. If she's 37 now in 2022, I mean, it's really easy. How old was she in Bend It Like Beckham? 17. And then in Love Actually, she was 18. There you go. 18 years old.
17. She looks older than 17.
She does. Yeah.
Proper acting, getting with, remember Joe, the football coach?
Oh, yeah. No, she wanted to get with him. He rejected her, remember?
She danced with him, though.
Ooh.
He was like, no. He's like, I want Jess.
He loved it, man.
Yes.
And then playing cricket with her dad afterwards.
Anupam Kher is a bad boy actor, man.
Go on.
The guy who plays the dad.
Yeah, man. He was standing there playing cricket with her afterwards. With a bunda whose lips his daughter and he doesn't know about it.
I came to this country and they wouldn't let me in the clubhouse.
There we go.
They made fun of me. Great bit, man. She made some good films, man. Gurun Chadda. I liked Bride and Prejudice as well. That was a good film.
Yeah.
Very funny. So, yeah, she's a bit quiet on the scene now, but it'd be good. She made.
Yeah, and it's just, is she quiet on the scene because she wants to be, or because there's not much out there for her? That's what you kind of got to ask yourself, you know. But let's compare ER on a recurring basis or Pirates of the Caribbean on a recurring basis. Which one are you going to be known more for?
Pirates. I think even with the George Clooney thing, I think it's more that people look at that in retrospect. He's obviously huge, and then they'll say, "Oh, by the way, he did ER," but he just did ER, and then he's not going to make him George Clooney. So in the same way,
I didn't even know he did it, so that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it's more like it's like now if you look at, say, Leonardo DiCaprio, who did like films when he's like 12, 13. You look at it now, you only look for those types of things because he's so big now. Otherwise, there's no reason to look for those things. So in the same way, for Clooney, that's fine. But yeah, if you just had ER, you wouldn't be known. So yeah, I mean, ER is a big deal in America. But yeah, Pirates, it's a franchise, isn't it?
It is a big franchise, man. So in some, man, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people just want to reach for something sometimes. And I think that was a pretty big reach to go for. Yeah, careful with the narrative you want to propel. That's all I'm going to say.
It's what's the intention of the narrative of the person posting?
What's the intention of that? Is the intention to just say it's unfair how other people have taken their career in one direction and one didn't? Even
why
though
is
started
that
at the same
motivating that person to? Why is that impacting you on such a personal level?
Well,
that you feel
okay, how about this? How about if you try to understand a problem like structural, institutional racism. Yeah, you have to look at examples of it, right? So you try and draw examples from things in order to prove your point. Right. Or to find the confirmation bias that you're trying to find. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't this happening. There definitely is.
Correct.
But to use the supremacy thing, I think is a bit harsh. Right? To me, white supremacy is like, you'll see the people...
American History X.
Yeah, American History X, or those that try the insurrection at the White House. I'm like, that's white supremacy. Right? I wouldn't think anything less... Be anything below that is as bad, or the KKK. Right? Anything beneath that, I don't know, man. Maybe it's more subtle to some people. What I don't like is how people tend to just reach for like, you don't agree with me, therefore you're a Nazi. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Nazi? Jeez.
0 to 100, isn't it?
Yeah. There's no like 30. Right?
Yeah, the agree to disagree has gone.
There's no nuance, man.
Zero. You are.
I'm right, you're wrong. Boss.
That's it.
That's it. I shut you down. I win. Boss.
Yeah. I won't let you believe what you believe. That's how bad things are now.
Mm.
You can't believe that, and I won't let you believe that. Right? And if you don't stop believing it, it's gonna get violent. Like whereas before, be like, okay, agree, disagree, move on. Yeah.
Yep.
You know, in the Will Smith saga, he has now gone to India.
What?
He's in Mumbai visiting Sadhguru.
Why do you know this?
Why do I know this? It came up as an article, and the photo that was the thumbnail is Will Smith or somebody. I was like, that person looks really Indian. It wasn't Sadhguru. It was just like a guy at the airport, whatever. So I clicked on it. It's like, oh, Will Smith lands in private plane in Mumbai. I know this because in 2020 he met with, so Sadhguru met him at his house. I think he was there, Will's house, and there was all right. What's his name?
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, he was in the house. Jay Shetty was there. They're all just chilling with Sadhguru.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, fine. Everything's happened. Jada's doing her red table thing, but not really talking about it. So Will's like, I need to go and sort my head out. So he's gone to Sadhguru. So,
do you believe the stuff that Sadhguru says?
Yeah, I haven't listened to everything he said. I've listened to some stuff he's talked about on the Japji Saab.
Did you listen to him on Rogan?
I've seen a clip. On.
Listen to the whole episode and tell me your thoughts, yeah? Because I heard it and I was like, some of the stuff he's saying sounds a bit sus. But that's just the skeptic.
When you say sus, what do you mean?
It just sounds
too generic, too abstract, or
too good to be true. Some of it, like some of the medical practices he did on himself to make himself better from getting extremely ill. I'm like, I struggle to believe that, but that's cool. Like if it worked out in that way, I'm genuinely happy for you, and I can only take your word for it.
I'll listen to that bit. The clip I saw was about healing yourself and how to do that, and I mean his perspective on the things I've heard is good. It's not. I wouldn't say it's
unique. On some select things he has merit for sure.
And if he's helping people reconnect with themselves, then good. He was in Birmingham, man. I had a chance to see him, but I was working. He was at University of Birmingham.
When was this?
This was about a month ago.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's been on this massive tour to like raise awareness about soil.
That's it. Yeah, save the soil. That was it. That was the campaign. Suppressing the yawn, flaring the nose. I know the techniques. Eyes coming out.
Late.
Yeah.
But no, I feel you. Sadhguru, yeah, man. Let me know your thoughts. And can you catch up on the following, please? Huh?
Not Sadhguru. Sad.
Oh, it's Sadhguru. Sorry, yeah. Anyway, can you catch up on the following? Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Bobby.
It's not going to happen.
Can you watch the film
Adam Project?
The Adam Project.
That is the one with Ryan Reynolds, yeah?
Ryan Reynolds, yes.
Yeah.
And Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, so I watched it to the point where Mark Ruffalo hasn't appeared yet.
So you haven't watched it.
He's there with his younger self.
When you watch it, Karan, you have to watch it from the beginning again, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Don't go starting from 20 minutes in. No. Get there, sit there, get a box of tissues and get ready to cry, bro. That's all I'm going to say to you.
What? No, it's a funny film.
It's a funny film, but it has deep, deep meaning behind it, man.
Here's the key question. Who did you watch it with?
Who else but my wife, man?
Right, fine. Did only you cry or did Sanj cry?
We both cried.
Okay, fine. I know you're a little bit sensitive in it, so
of course I am when it comes to films. You know what, films, man? I understand the deep meanings in films. I can pick out the deep meanings in a film, but I can't pick out the deep feelings in life. Sorry, the deep meanings in life. I can't do it. I don't know why. I just can't do it. Yeah.
You give me a little primer there, though.
About what?
Yeah, but
to watch it.
No. It's like, like when we do the medical stuff, and I always say you need to give the patient a warning shot.
Yeah.
You just give me. Oh my god, what was that?
Warning. Yeah. That was like a half your one. Yeah. You give him a warning shot. Yeah.
You give me the warning shot now, haven't you? To expect bad things. That's not good, man. I thought it was a happy film. Why do you want to make me watch a sad film, man?
Because there's a lot to discuss on the back of it that I'd like to discuss on this podcast with you. Because there's so many deep meanings behind it. And there's so many hypotheticals I want to entertain with you. But you're just taking the piss. All right, so hurry up, man.
You give me homework again. Okay, that's fine.
You got that. You got Sweet Bobby. It's not even homework. It's like just.
It's homework, man. It feels like
listen
homework.
to it.
This
when you're
podcast was
going
supposed
out
to
and
be
about.
fun, and he's not making it very fun anymore.
Shut up. It is fun, man.
That's fine. Bobby needs time, an extended period where I'm with Shindy. This is the issue.
I was going to say, why don't you listen to on the way to Scotland? I'm like, oh, it's because you were with everyone. I didn't know you were in like a big minibus with everyone.
Yeah.
So I was going to message you saying you went to Scotland for a week.
Psycho
you were driving
podcast.
that whole time. You didn't press play. What?
Kitani, huh?
Yeah.
Why are you not doing it?
Kitani, huh? Right.
Okay, then.
Holly, you will get there, I'm sure. Anyway, Karan, anything else to add?
Happy?
Oh, this is a piece of homework for you. Listen to the podcast that came out this week with me and Mark Wolford, right, about the war. Listen to
his book.
Let me know your thoughts, and we can dissect that, man. Because it was I learned a lot. I'm sure other people learned a lot.
I saw the snippet titles, and they were quite racy, man, and like not things I would expect. So I was like, okay,
it's not. I wouldn't say it's racy. I'd say it's
not mainstream.
It's not mainstream, and it's stuff that even I didn't know. And I don't consider myself well-versed in Sikh history, but I thought I knew enough. But this is like a gap in the timeline that I didn't know existed. So I'm like, oh, I really want to know more about Sikhs in the First World War. I didn't know that we partook in that and how it all happened and just all that stuff. It just seems really, really good. I hope I've marketed it well to people as well. So we'll find out. We'll find out if so. See ya.
Very good.
There we go. All right, guys. Thank you for coming this far. Let us know your thoughts on the episode. And please do hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. What else do they need to do? Leave comments as I've left sprinklers along the way for like ways to use to let us know your thoughts. And
if you want to hear Indy on this podcast yawning, give us a like, share, and subscribe.
That sounds so seductive. Dear Lord.
So seductive.
Is this how you talk to Shindy when you want to have some snuggle time? Hello, Shindy. Hello, wife.
No. I'm like,
will you give me a hug now?
Huggy there. Huggy there.
And she'll be like, have you cleaned your teeth?
The question is, you've been married. You're married now, Indy.
That was the giggle I was looking for.
You're married now, Indy. So do you prefer to be big spoon or small spoon?
Both, man.
Come on, you should pick one though.
Nah, both, man. Both.
No, I know you do, but okay. So when do you prefer the big spoon?
First thing in the morning.
You want a big spoon, little spoon?
First thing in the morning. I don't do spooning at night. I'll do a quick hug and then bar sonja. That's it.
Oh, you don't have like a little buffer period where it's like, okay, this is the allotted huggy time, and then go to your side sleep.
No, huggy time happens on the sofa. That's it, boss.
Oh, you're serious, man.
Separate sides.
You stick your wall up. Okay, bye.
Separate sides. I'm like, stick on your side. I'll stay on my side. All right, boss.
How do you manage gumball control?
Gumball control is like you wrestle it back off the other person in the night. That's it. We both have an understanding. Right. Where like if you take off the other person, it's simply because they've taken too much. You can't get angry at them.
Yeah. Okay, exactly. It's unconscious.
That's
isn't it? You don't know what's happening,
man.
Okay.
There we go. That was a nice little bonus clip for people there.
That was bonus, man.
See if you made it back past that point of me.
If you are married, you know what that is.
And if you look at the bottom of the bar and you saw there was 2 minutes left and you wonder why you didn't click through, well, you missed out, didn't you? There you go. All right. Catch you guys later. Bye-bye.
Laters.